but industries like banks, not just any bank, like Standard Bank. When we go to most of our banks here, they go for conventional, most of the banks. But as from today, by the time you start entering banks, focus on, you will see fire alarm system, look at it, they're all conventional, or big industry, like big industry that are addressable, that they have a good financial reporting. Trust me, you won't get a job for conventional, so that's why our focus is on conventional, alright? As far as conventional fire alarm system is concerned, what makes up the system? Smoke detector or heat detector, sounder, core point. Now this core point is also called break glass. Alright, before now it was called break glass, but it's still called break glass anyways. Now this is why it was called break glass, because once you press this, the glass breaks, and once the glass breaks, it's over. And it becomes useless. Alright. So, but right now, because of technology, we're able to modify it. So, even once you press, you can reset. So, that's why you have a key. So, that's why you have a key. Alright, so then we have, that's also the smoke detector, sounder, core points, or break glass. Then, what else? Okay, that's all. Alright, sorry.
This is cable.
Yes, this is that. Okay, so we actually have a fire alarm cable. Can you please hear me with that? So a fire alarm cable that we use. But you can actually use the fire alarm cable is very expensive. Very expensive. Now I'll show you. Right. Alright. So now as far as so this is like a look at it.
Just to work.
Yeah, just to you can use this one to work. Most persons, at times we look for ways we can help clients manage there because it's a bit expensive, but that's not an alternative for us. Because you want the client to use a quotation, you know that they cannot do how we can. To our engineers, our problem is we as engineers we try to provide solutions. Alright, so look at how can I provide solutions to this. Alright, now as far as the fire alarm system is concerned, the two things you should take note of are zones and alarm. Any other thing, forget about it. So once someone calls for fire alarm, the thing that should come to your mind is zones and alarm. Any other thing, forget about it. Everything is useless. Everything is useless. Now I'll tell you why it's useless. Now smoke detectors and heat detectors are usually connected to zones. Sounder are usually connected to alarm. You can see the rest are useless. Okay, so I'll open the panel, we're going to connect it to see how the connection goes and then you agree with me that the rest are useless, right? But you see all the whole alarm and everything, but our major connection is that once you understand the zone, understand the alarm, you know how it works, how the connection is, you are good to go. Alright. Are you following me, sir? Let me have very rapt attention. Alright. Okay, so alright, you can have this, you can have this, you can have this. Okay, so this will be between. So this is me. Alright. So now I want you to listen carefully. Before we proceed, we have two types of smoke detectors. We have two types of detectors. We have smoke and heat. Now, smoke are usually connected in where you have a tendency of exhibiting smoke. Alright, like in this room now, instead of the from wires, we have cables, AC, and the rest. Okay, while heat detectors are where you have a tendency of exhibiting heat, like kitchen, generating sets, and the likes. Alright. Now, I want to ask you a question. Can you connect a smoke detector in the kitchen? Yes. I like that. Why, sir?
Because eventually when there is fire, first before
fire incidents. It's smart for me. You can explain it. Alright.
But if you are saying if you have to connect smoke in the kitchen,
Yes.
definitely kitchen. Do you know your frying will generate smoke?
I like the way that. I like that. Now, you have answered your question.
Trust me from there. You got it.
You have answered the answer now. You get it right now. Remember I said smoke. Where you are telling us about smoke. Now, This is why you cannot connect smoke. If you strike a match, see, this is very sensitive. You strike, so imagine that in the kitchen you strike a match. Oh man, doing it now. You don't be making noise. But you see, heat detector, it has been configured in a way that it understands that it's in an heated environment. So even when you are boiling water, it will not sound. But if that water passes a particular temperature, maybe the water has been there for a very long time, then it has absorbed a lot. It knows that okay, this is not normal. Then that's when it sounds. Don't forget, it should have absorbed a lot of heat. The heat sensor, it's a sensor. It understands that that's the kitchen, that's normal. You have to fry, you have to do. So when you are frying, it's not sound.
Limit to the number of eatings.
Bros, come and slide.
No,
Bros, no, just come. Just come. Alright.
Now you my boss.
So that is that you understand that, right? So that there's smoke where because naturally speaking, there shouldn't be smoke in this office. Naturally speaking, but when there is smoke, there is a signal, alright? So I just try to get us leave that aside. Alright. I want to look at this panel. It's time for practical now. Look at this panel. How many zone panels? 4 zone. Look at it very well. 4. So look at it very well. These are how many zone panels?
I don't know where to look at it.
Alright. So it's very easy to just look at it in 4 zone panel, right? So when you want to get a panel and the client tells you, okay, give me a 4 zone panel, then they don't give you 2. So we actually have 2. That's 4, that's 6, 8, like that, alright? So now you can use the 4 zone panel. Naturally speaking, right? Naturally speaking, you can use the 4 zone panel. Now I am using the word naturally speaking now. Probably when you now attain as a professional, that's when you have the tendency of tweaking it. Now that the reason why you tweak is because you want to manage resources. Okay, that's the professional level. So let's move to the professional level. We are not managing resources now. We are going the way it's supposed to be. Alright. And naturally speaking, a 4 zone panel should go for a 5-story building. Or I beg your pardon, a 4-story building. 4-story building. Now, this is a 5-story building, but how many floors are here? 6. Why 6?
We have the ground floor.
We have what?
Ground floor. Roof and ground floor. Roof. Yes,
No, you don't have the ground floor. You have the ground floor.
We have the ground
So
floor.
the ground floor is not inclusive. So normally when you say 5-story building, that means plus inclusive the ground floor is 6. Alright. So that means if you want to install fire alarm panel, you use a 6-zone panel. Alright. Naturally speaking, it's a 6-zone panel. Alright. So that means 1 zone for 1 floor, 1 zone for that floor, 1 zone for that floor. So if a client calls you and says, Mr. Ojo, right? Or Mr. Ojo, please, I want to install fire alarm. Right. The next question you should ask is how many floors? So, or how many story building? Say, if it says it's a 7-story building, then you should tell me that it's an 8-zone panel. Alright, you can decide to of course from the ground floor. Now, how does it work? Now, the ground floor. Now, these devices are usually connected in series. Alright. So now the brake glass usually connected in series with the smoke detectors or heat detectors. Why this one connects alone? So this one connects straight to the alarm. Why this one connects straight to the zone? We'll do it so you can see it. Right. So the ground floor, you want to connect them in series, you connect them to zone 1. The second floor, now this is the first floor, right? This is first floor, right? But this will connect to zone 2. The third floor is connected to zone 2. Now this one I'm using floor because so naturally I'm going to use zone. Mr. Femi can say let me go to zone 4. I know I'm going to the zone floor. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we see tomorrow, by the time we have the job outside, and then when first check zone 7, I know you know where I'm going to now, right? So alright, so that's that. Any question before we start? I want you to ask me a question because questions are mine. Okay.
It's smoke on it.
Okay, yes, beautiful. I like that. So, sorry, you can now help us answer and let's move on it. Okay, so now heat detector. Now heat detector, they look alike, but the difference is that they write H on it. Alright. So the material, you can see the material, the right page on it, so you know that it's an east detector. That's it. Alright. So any other question before we proceed? Alright, so now this cable. So I will need more cables. Yeah. John?
This is online class.
Online class. Please, I need more cables, please. Alright, so I just hold this with your left hand. Hold this with your right hand. Alright, so I hold this with your left hand. Now hold this with your right hand. So I hold this with your left hand. So I hold this with your right hand. Alright. Then I need one more smoke. And one more smoke. Okay. Right, so this is the end of line, alright? This is the end of line. So now because it's end of line, it's not taking anything. So look at the cable works. So this one takes from the panel down to this scope. Then in, out, in, out. No, I need one more for this one. So
one more what?
Let me put the sound down. So in, out, the bell, in, out, in, out. I think you understand. Sounder, in, out, in, out, in, out. Understand? Okay, so let me do that. And John, you help me do this one to me. Alright. Then this goes, the result that goes to this. I don't know if that's what I'm talking about. Alright. In, out, in, out, in, out. So you can see connection. Alright. So you can drop the cable now. But you pick it up the way I did, right? Alright, so let's talk about the smoke. Smoke. You can hold this now, just check. So open it. So if you open the smoke detector, you see some numbers there. You see 1, 4, 5. There you see positive, you see negative. Can you see that? You see positive, maybe zone positive. Look at it. That paper, where the paper? Yes. That paper there. You see something there. Alright.
One zone positive.
Okay. Yeah, what again?
So we have
So I want to take it of the zone. Take it of the zone. Take it of the zone. Now where is the positive and negative?
Only positive that
Only 2 and 3.
Number 2.
No, take it of the
One
zone.
and 3.
1 and 3.
Yeah,
so 1 is what?
One is positive
And what?
input, and where 3 is negative output.
3 is negative, 4 is 1.
Okay, 1 and 6. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now that number, think of that number. The other numbers you have in your mind, remove it.
Okay. Now they are playing with 1 and 3.
No, now smoke detectors differs. His own reading might be different from your own reading. That's why they are manuals.
Okay.
You might be lucky, it might be the same.
Okay.
But they differ. You have to read each manual. So if you have 1,000 smoke, you have to read the 1,000 smokes. That's how it works. So what number is yours?
I have 1 as positive and 3 as negative.
Sir, what about you, sir?
1 positive, 4 negative, 3 negative.
I'm talking about the zone, just zone.
Oh,
You after find out what's that. Zone and allow goes to do your business. The rest talking about it. They will confuse you, but you tell them I confuse you. I refuse to be confused. In fact, as far as this alarm is concerned, you use that word, I refuse to be confused. Can you just say that about me?
I refuse to be confused.
So that's the answer. Are you confused? Yeah, let's say confused.
No, I'm not.
Alright, so your number is again?
1 is positive, 3 is negative.
Alright, sir, yours again?
1 is positive, 2 is negative.
Sir, yours again?
1 is positive.
Okay, that means coincidentally, but there are some they are different, alright? It just happen that they are the same. So now, you carry the base. That 1 and 3 that you notice, can you carry the base? This is the base, sir. Can you see numbers here? Yes. You see 1, you see 2, 3, 4, right? But forget about those numbers that are not there. The ones that are there are your concern. Alright. Sir, have you seen it?
But yes, 3 and 4 that are to be terminal.
3 and 4.
As in, I'm talking about
They will change for you. The terminal edition. Show that. So there's when they close it, I would teach you. Alright, so that 1 and 3, that's your concern. Okay? The matter I give it might be different too. So you have to read it, you have to read it slowly. So you are taking the cable now, you're going to peel this cable, you're going to peel this in. The positive now will go to where the positive number, negative to the negative number. Then the other ones, the way you're taking out, so you go to the same positive and negative. I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're going to peel your cable, you're going to locate the positive and negative. Whatever, six cables, there are two pairs. Once you're going to say 2 pairs. So I can peel that cable now. Then for the fire alarm, before we proceed, for the fire alarm, you can see, it's very obvious there, you can see this and everything.
For the
call point right
yes.
there. So you can see, right? Okay. You can see positive negative. But may I let you know that there are some call points that don't have positive negative here. They have manuals, just like this. The manual will be inside the paper. So what guys about the call points? About the other call points apart from this? So I notice you're not listening to it. I know at times you might be so intelligent, so you might not be watching, but you might be hearing me. So I said the core points, most times they don't come like this. Some they will not write plus and negative, but they have a manual. It's inside a piece of paper. So you have to read the manual. So just the way you read this, that's how you read this. Right, so yes, so this is the positive, this is the negative. Alright, so the red is the positive.
So we should do it to one like this.
Yes. Like you should look it to look it here. The way it was looked. So you have maybe you peel it and look it back. Right. That does not mean you cannot use single one, but just to have the uniformity. Right. So are you an electrician? When you are peeling it, you can see it in you. It's in you. If you like, if you take picnic, it's in you.
This cat 6 is just
It's not cat 6 now.
It's not cat 6. I thought it's cat 6. Because cat 6 used to have
About
8 players and this is
cat 6 will have 4 players.
okay, 4.
You see it, we are moving there. See, in this training, everything you need to know, you need before you leave here. In this training, like far as this training is concerned. Right, so yes, it needs to enter the page, okay, like that. No, you are open already. No, I actually wanted this to enter here first. Then I look to this one. No. It should not be your last. So one more thing,
Okay,
we should allow this to be your
This is the
last
last.
line. This is the last one. So this one should come in between.
Okay, maybe I'm the one now.
Whether it's
Okay, yes, yes, yes. So this, and this. Just make sure it's not your last. They usually on the field there's the cut points. There's what we call there's a piece of paper like a man at the right end of line. Alright. So once you are done with your connection, you just tape it on the last row end of line. So that in case any antenna comes, because normally you will not see the cable outside, the cable will be hidden at the rest. So they can easily locate that okay, this is the end of line smoke.
The end of line
As in the
means
way
that's
it's
the
connected
last
in
last-
series in the
last
zone.
Yeah,
each
so
zone.
each zone. But was anyone as a printer? I wonder what you use when you want to get to cameras. That you don't want us to touch camera today. Now, do you notice something?
Hmm?
Do you notice something?
Yes.
What can you notice?
I just use the series of this one also.
Yeah, so to save time, you can just group everything together. Because it's still going back to the same.
I did so together before the entire
You understand, right? So you get next time. And like that's what you are doing now. Because it's still going back to the same spot. So just group them once and for all. So just your seats. But whatever I'm doing now, the word is written at us. So we don't think about to this thing. That's why we have tools.
We don't do that here.
That's why you need like a cutter. That's actually a plier.
That is too sharp.
Social ideas. The thing that if you are used to use with your tools, you will know how it works better for you. But I thought you said you will connect this one first. This one now, that one should be your end of line.
No, I still have one.
No, it's the same thing.
I mean, you be doing it.
Or you can continue, you can help me with the other one. No, you can pay that cable, give me that cable. Pay him that. You can feel
because he has joined this one.
who have joined.
He have joined.
You're gonna join it, okay.
No, he's gonna join this.
That's fine. But you understand how this is connected, right? So that's the end of line. So the thing is, you have to make sure your connection is correct. If your connection is not correct, this alarm, it sounds. This alarm will make it sound. So I'm just going to tell you about this panel. I'm going to talk about this panel for you so that you understand how it operates.
Hello, sir. Who are those that transferred to company? Just three of us. The three of you. We are here to get the message.
GTB. Mine is GTB. Yes. Mine is Foldman. Assistant.
We are here to get it.
Did you remove the screw? No, I use your screw to screw it back. So are we ready? If you are done, you can connect this. What do I call this? Sound. What do I call this?
Sounder.
And where should it be connected to?
Alarm.
I told you the two things you should take note of are what?
Take note of console and
The rest, what should happen? So I hope your connections are correct. If they are correct, this will not work. That's correct. So I cut that with that. So so, like I said, now this is the first smoke, right? Where's the tree? The panel. Which zone? So now, if you look at the zones, you can take a look at very well. You see zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. That's it, right? You can see positive, negative, right? So now, if you see this alarm, you can see alarm 1 and alarm 2 going negative, right? Right? Alright. So, this one is going to zone 1, right? So that means more like our ground floor, right? So that means if you are connected, because it's in series, you're connecting another one in series, you go to another zone, right? So the essence of connecting it, don't forget I said naturally speaking, that is how it should be done. But if you want to manage, now the manage, yes, that means, but we don't like to manage for clients. We like to tell them to do that thing, but just in case clients that I don't have it and I want to do this, as an engineer, I should provide solutions. Okay. But that means a 4-zone panel should be able to work for work for 5 floors. Alright, so that means you can say you want to connect maybe 1 floor and so 1, 2, so 1. Everything. It's not better that way actually. But you can do it, alright, you can do it. But as a professional you can do it, so that you have to know that. So, but to be on the safer side, let me show everything is on 1, the next is
So what is the maximum number of people detector and the weight glass for the compass?
Okay, so now imagine you are doing a job in the bank to do, alright? So there comes my explanation for this panel. We are doing a job in the bank. If this smoke detect smoke, it sends signal to the panel sends signal to the alarm, and the alarm rings, right? Now, don't forget, imagine you connected to the 4 zones. Now this panel is already connected on the ground floor, where you can easily access, or where the engineer can easily access, alright? Now, if alarm starts ringing, now at that point in time you don't know which of the smoke, right? The first thing to do as an engineer is to run to the panel. If it's zone 1 that rings, so 1 is showing red, it will indicate. If it's zone 2, it will indicate. So now once you read the panel, the next thing you have to do is to silence it. Now every panel has its own silence code, alright? So you can use the code for the silence, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 0, 5. We'll do it, alright? So you silence it. After you silence it, you go straight to the floor. Now you know it's zone 1 or you know it's zone 2. So zone 2 is which floor? It's first floor. So you go straight to the first floor. Now, imagine you have 10 slopes on zone 1. You can easily go to the 10. But if you have 100, before you go to 100, you don't want to start fire now. So it's better you use a reasonable number of smoke. So you can easily access. And have it. So everything has to do with just your IQ. Have 100 there. So and life is just not like this. You don't have to do 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4. You get. So you can use as many as you like, but
so now in a floor we can like using like TV zone on the floor.
So now it depends on how partition floor is. Now this floor has so many rooms. This floor has so many rooms. So you cannot use 3. At least 1 should be in the room. 1 should be in the passage. And you don't know if you get the point. So there's a part of our training that is the intermediate class, where we teach you how to draw a floor plan. Mr. Femi, once it comes up, we will let you know. Teach you how to draw a floor plan. So for the clients, you can draw a floor plan. You let the clients know how many zones and panel, how many smoke detectors should be there. There's a way we know, there's a way we try to. So that's our intermediate class. Teach you how to draw a floor plan. You draw a piece of paper. If possible, use a computer to draw. Teach all of that, right? But that's the intermediate part of the training. So for this one, let's stick to this. So once you let me show you can go outside that. But you want to be professional enough, you might probably want to come from the intermediate class, right? So then that is computer work. Alright. What is this about that? But for your question, you know what I'm saying, just have an idea. Why I said intermediate, because we are professionals, so we can let you know it's the idea we have, the experience we have, we can let you know in this room we can use 2. It's possible that we let you know toilets is not necessary. At times we never need that to things. These are the things we do. But that's my point. So I think we'll talk more about that. Alright, so any question? No, right? So one to connect. So this goes to 1, right? So 1. Yes. So all these are resistors, alright? So they have to be connected to. It's very important. Alongside that, so if we remove one resistor, it will show that something's wrong.
Because manually it's connected.
Sorry.
Is it manually connected or just or
That's how it is.
it's not that with the panel?
No, it will be on the. It will be from the nylon. No, that's manually. It will be in the nylon, like it will be in the nylon there. Connect it. So, positive negative is supposed to reach negative.
Which flow are you connecting?
So in case of any bridging between the wire, as in between that's the
What we do
as in case of so that there will be connectivity between the positive and the negative.
Yes, yes.
That's why the system.
That's the one.
That's
So it has to down open.
Well, in this case now, let's assume we are dealing with a 5-story building.
Yes.
And this zone 1 is the first floor.
First floor, that's the ground floor.
Ground floor should be the ground floor.
Okay.
Zone 2 will be the first floor.
So that means this one is ground floor actually. But like I said, you are the engineer in charge. You can decide to use zone 3 at the ground floor. But you are confusing other engineers. So in order you just maintain, they know that okay, if another engineer comes, they know that okay, the people that are professional.
The best way to suit this our zone panel
Yes.
is at the ground floor or public concept we do
So-
or based on design.
So no, not based, okay, based on design actually, but best place the ground floor now. You can easily access the ground floor than going to the fourth floor. You get, you can easily access. Like for banks now, you go to banks, usually you see it at least either on the ground floor or the first floor, where the security guys can easily access. Even if they go, my alarm come, they won't come to the last floor. Before they reach there, they don't know what they have to say. You know, because the first thing that you have customers in the building. If this
Even normally it's supposed to be outside, like outdoor.
well, of course, covered anyways. So,
But if it's a residential building, you also
residential building, and you have more like maybe like a room,
duplex.
you have more like a separate place where people really don't go in there. Maybe just the father or probably around his master bedroom. Just a place for you can also ask questions.
Like a store.
Like a store, yes, just where you can really access and this is where your professional comes in. You ask a question, okay, sir, what can you do? And say, okay, I think we should use this place. You go around the building, this and that. Alright. Okay, so we are done. Alright? It's time to connect. Are we ready? Are we ready? So now this manual component is done manually. Alright? So it's done, they call it NCP, manual core point. So for example, maybe in an hotel, maybe it's connected in an hotel and probably someone smoking and it's it cause or it will likely cause fire and you are seeing that people like cause fire and he doesn't know what to do. So what he does is he just press this. Okay, now he's confused, doesn't know what to do and he doesn't know where running last minute, he doesn't know where this is, he just go to where the closest core point and press. Once he press this will send signal and will send signal to alarm, right? So the engineer can easily go and then see what's happening and then go there to address the issue. Alright. So that's what problem happening, alright. So right now, it will just press it and the press it.
No, if we press now, this glass will break. No,
Before now, it will break. But right now, that will notify it will not break. Alright.
because there are some that you probably the old one, they will even tell you break.
Yes, right. Yes, that's what I said. It's called break glass or MCP, manual core point. Alright. Like I said before now, it is break that once you press it, it can fulfill its purpose.
Can be reused.
It cannot be reused. You have to plan another one and replace. Alright. But you know, say this technology, normal thing like this. Alright. Okay, so we've not connected this. Alright, so the alarm, right? You can see the alarm. You notice you can see positive, negative, right? So one terminal positive, the negative the other. So now we have two positive, two negative, right? So one terminal positive. Alright, so we can connect it. Someone can connect this. No, that's it. No, you connect it since let's connect. So let me see how that the best place you feel you should enter?
That way.
That's what they go back to.
No. It's supposed to be school.
So because I'm going to put it because the noise will be too loud. It's still going to ring, but because it is so loud enough, so I don't want to do. So this one is going to work.
It's going to alarm.
Alarm. Very better than alarm. Sorry, I don't think it's sense. This is what I hope. If you move to stop, how many do you have here? You have two. So on the floor, it depends on how nice it is. So usually you can have
Like I mean,
each zone. What am I saying now?
that
So
is expire one.
more length, you can use two. But for each year, because don't forget, now it depends on the zone. People have a very, you've been to banks now. There's a bank that a particular floor will be so big, you know. In fact, to meet someone, by the time you go to and fro, self, you bring those fast. So you can put like
have like 4.
Yeah, on a particular zone, right? So it depends on where you're
For alarm.
on a particular zone, right? It depends. Okay, but don't forget at the same time. So don't forget, if one smoke or one zone detects a smoke, okay, let me ask you a question. If one zone detects a smoke, would all the alarm ring at the same time?
No. If it's connected with how many alarm?
No. You've connected the four zone panel.
Yeah.
You connect everything to the panel, right? Zone 1 to zone 2, zone 1, zone 2, zone 2, zone 3, zone 3, zone 4. Now, if the ground floor detects a smoke, would all the alarm in the building ring?
No, only the zone alarm that
will send alarm. What about you, sir?
Since it's not each zone is not connected with the alarm,
Okay.
the alarm will the amount of alarm in the zone panel will ring. So that is called the alarm.
Now, this zone panel. Now don't forget, this one is sending signal to this. The function of this panel is to send signal to the alarm. What the alarm? So I'm not connected to this panel. Or if you have on the alarm connected to this panel, or the ring. That's the idea. It has to alert people that okay, something is on the zone. So they'll be at alert, alright. So the engineer can pick the problem. The engineer goes to the zone and sees that okay, well, this thing would result to fire out. Then he can say, okay, please, you guys will protect the building and the rest, okay. So, but imagine just the ground floor rings and you have 13 story building. Then you will not hear now. But once they do it, okay, let's get that. They can get all their things and put them in order just in case the manager at the time. So this thing, the rules for this thing to conclude. Let's do the water. We are supposed to run on this class now. What's the resistor?
Remove this. Let me know. Once this one goes,
No, not the first one. Not this one. Out. This one not going anywhere.
Yeah?
Okay, go on.
Now what do you do?
You're asking your power to tighten it. It's a small story. So as far as, like I said, as far as conventional fire alarm system is concerned, this is it. So there's no other. You can read your manual for the smoke. Know how the connection is used. Know how to connect from zone to an alarm. You can see what to do. Just use an alarm already. I'm not saying that thing. On the distance here, the zone you have to read. That I said, forget about anything. We'll just connect with you. Put some numbers, put some.
Whether it's up and down, not at the
What do you know?
at the back, you have to put it at the bottom.
No, it's going to be some now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so because we don't have smoke, yeah, you can try manual, right? You can try manual MCB, right?
To break the glass.
Okay? Yes,
So when we not break the glass, that's when this will come.
yes, that's very sensitive now, yeah. But right now, we're not the power, right? So of course now,
Okay, so so if this detects smoke,
yes,
this will start breaking.
just have to you will see red lights. You will see it.
Then
And there's no smoke in our so
then
you're not breaking glass now. Is that this one is done automatically now? This one is done manually.
Manually.
This one will detect smoke by itself.
yes.
If you don't detect smoke by itself, you will not do anything now.
this one
This
cannot
one
cannot even detect.
You cannot detect smoke.
No, as in the person in the room,
Yes.
we have to break the glass.
Anywhere, anybody can break glass. But the person closer to where this is.
Okay,
That's
this
the
one
wire
that
to break the glass. See, put down. If this one detects smoke, it's sending signal to this one. It's direct. So they're about MCP.
Okay, so the alarm
will ring. MCP is done if peradventure an allocation of cord that would generate to fire and the smoke there are not detected smoke.
Okay.
I just want to
somebody is there.
Somebody is there.
I want this alert.
I want to alert the engineer.
People
And where you are probably in an hotel where you are probably in your room and you are smoking and maybe the bedsheet has fire and rest. Just want, I mean, you don't know what to do. Just coffee. Just go here and send an alarm. And yes, so that's.
I even believe a lot of surge from.
Yes, that would require you to go and do this. So that's that, alright. So now the power. This is the power. We the power. Right? So this is the power, alright. But then, so this is the, where we put the fuse is the positive, alright. You can see red. The negative here. Right. Where we put the fuse, this power point. Where the negative, right. So before that, we have to connect this first. The battery. Connect the battery. Red. Now let me yeah, don't worry. Let's move on. Alright. Wait, battery now. Alright. Now, as far as panel is concerned, alright, to know an LD panel.
So that means without even powering it, which will indicate with the help of the battery.
But let me
But this essence of
I need to show you something before this thing. Now, of course, this system was designed abroad. Abroad, they don't take light.
yes.
Now, this battery is not for to stand in case power no dey. They didn't design a battery for that. Now, they designed a battery to stand in just within a very short period of time. Now, normally, anyone that installs this should have another source of power, just in case. Like I said, abroad, don't take light. So in Nigeria, you should have sort of like inverter.
Yes.
You should have like inverter, like what other like solar. You should just have, all right. So this battery will stand in just in case maybe there's a force in the power at that point in time, all right. This thing can just stand during that period before you rectify that fault. So if a client tells you and says, "How long will the battery last?" Well, it'll be that one. No. Not for that. Actually, might be 9 hours. No, not for that. That's not the purpose. But normally, once you quote this for this, you should be able to quote for that. But we are thankful that when you quote, don't quote for basically it won't be too much. So quote for this, do it. Then after the answer, I might need the inverter. So you put everything together to say, where is it going? So when you do a operation, install. When you install answer, I advise you need an inverter. You say why? At that point, you have no choice, right? So. Alright, power. Okay, I still say something. Now, the panel, to know an LD panel, you should have only one light on the panel. To know that this panel is good and it's working and all the connection are complete, you have only one light. And the light should be power, this power. And it should be not ready. Then when you finish your connection, you will building. Once you connect, and the client wants to pay you and money, they will just want the panel and check. If they are seeing two lights there, you know your job is not complete. You have to make sure that you know one light that is there, and the other light has to be there, and it has to be power. So once that is set, you know, okay, yes, how much the balance? But you are seeing two lights, you start with the fire, that means the problem is there. Alright? Power to suppressors. So let's connect. I don't know if your connection has done properly, but we know. Alright, so we're going to read or see. It's checking everywhere. You see, it's checking battery, checking zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. So it is an LV system. It's an LV system. It's an LV system. It's an LV system. Why is it an LV system?
That shows you that just one light and just
So you might get the out of something just for that. Let's see. Why?
the fuse has
I'm not going to diffuse.
fuse.
I'm not going to diffuse. So now I have to reset. What's the key? Let me reset. Not going to diffuse. itself, this
So what do you what's common?
showing this one now is not done correctly. You know why? This one now is supposed to be blink. So something is wrong with this. The connection is wrong. Let's check this here. This one. Okay, this one is blinking. Can you see this?
Yes.
Right.
This one too, right?
This one blinking.
Yes.
The
Connection is this one is not.
That one is wrong. So you can see why it's not work. So this one's supposed to have supposed to blink too. So it's connected. Remove it. First, we just make a minute. Okay, I think. Okay, but at least this is nice. I think it's still it's for both. It's not sure. But just in case. Let's get it. Not as strong.
Try no, just try to listen it. Did this thing there okay?
Just get one something sharp.
I don't know.
You understand better.
You need to peel this first.
Now you can see now. So imagine you have 100 on the particular floor. You have to start making which one to waste time. Positive, don't forget positive and negative. Don't let that stop. Let's do negative. Sure, it's correct.
You know, diffuse the battery.
Actually, it's never going to go into so it's blinking before. I saw the blinking.
It's blinking.
Okay, so that means correct. Now look at the panel. I want you to watch something now. Look at the panel. You can put it down, boy. Look at the panel. Just so normally as the battery is removed, the battery light will show red. Alright.
And it's 40.
Yes, it show red, but I think it takes some time. But before we go to 6, I also pray that
Without the battery.
it will work, yeah, sure. Definitely, 100%.
Let's remove one of the battery, then let's so that it can work. So that by the
Correct.
time it will
Where? So that let's respect that. Okay. The same signal to this. Battery has come up now. Like now, it's showing fault. It's showing fault. Zone 1. Battery. So they are showing 3 faults now. So as an engineer, what do you do, sir? Now there is sound. You are speaking.
okay, then I will go at then I've seen that there's an alarm on the room and they have off the alarm.
How will you hold the alarm?
There's a code on the
So I press 3, 4, 5. That is very important.
4, 5, 6.
No, you are pressing on hold. Alright, that is silence, right?
Yes.
But have you solved the problem?
No.
So you have to go to the problem to solve it.
I have to go to
So
one.
1. So where's the problem now?
Though the problem is where the glass break is.
No, why? How do you know where the gas break? Imagine you are not there. Imagine you are not there.
You
Imagine
go
the one that
to
did it.
you go to zone 1 and
Okay.
look for
Check. We checking issues.
So how do you know this thing has a problem?
This particular one?
Yes.
Red.
Red light. You show red. Before it always shows green. I thought any panel shows green. So you know it's not showing red, so you know that it's not like it has a problem. And then now you fix it. Take the key and fix it. You know why it's still ringing? You know why it's still ringing?
That has not been resolved.
Correct. Then, so that's listen, to reset 6,
3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Alright.
Okay, that one 3, 4, 5, 5
Is
is
to silence.
To silence.
You have to go back to resolve the problem. After you resolve the problem, now reset the panel. So right now it's still checking. Don't forget, you've not fixed the battery. Battery will still come up. You might came at that time.
yes.
Alright. So now let's wait for the battery to come up. Once the battery come up, you fix the battery, then you reset and everything will be fine. Alright. You see how it works. If there was a smoke, there was a student with thoughts. Ah, my God. I just say my God. Say my God.
My God. Oh my God.
So he said we thought. The student said, I want to see how this in the work. I said, well, no smoke. I think I won't wire. Okay, I'll go buy matches. So I go buy matches. He was really curious and he saw it work before. So that is because of time. Normally, you to show battery, once your battery just fix the. So we can wait. But that's all about it. I just wait. That's okay.
No, I just want to
Okay.
very decide.
Yeah. So now don't forget this 3, 4, 5, 5. Now panel, they have their different codes. This is for this particular panel. Alright. So you might buy Samsung 10 Plus like this one. So look at this one. It will have different IM number and that one. So alright. You've not fixed the problem.
No, we are.
It's showing red. That is so great. I remember it's showing you down. No, not 5, 5. 5, 6. anything, just fill in the battery and we're not feeling battery, but it will come, but the battery will take time because actually battery is not the major problem. It's alright to take from. Any questions, sir? So as far as this is concerned, this information is simple and straightforward. So don't forget, this was just the ground floor. Zone 2 the same procedure. Zone 3 the same procedure and that's all. Alright, ladies and
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's
conclude it.
That's what as far as the this class is
Ladies
concerned.
and invisible gentlemen.
As I invite the next to first class. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I'm just a question.
Alright.
Can we get the video of this particular session?
Videos and presentation. It's online. They are streaming. People are watching you now. And
Okay, we can.
Oh, what?
Can we have access to it?
well, Mr. Taylor will let you know when it comes up. Alright.
I have my reason because there are some trainings I do that once I just see.
So we have this in our online class actually. We have it in our online class. Our online class is I don't know if you are aware of the online class. All our videos, 7 things are online class to refresh your memory. It's actually free of charge actually. But you have to register for it and that's 1,000. Shares 1,000. So that registration we use it to generate a code for you. So you can gain access to the class. Alright. So for each course, for fire alarm, you have to register. It's access control, you have to register. So we are doing 4 courses over there. So that's 4,000 for registration.
I think I'm not able.
It's online. See, so when it comes to it, you get to know. Like I said now, battery is straight for.
They are downloaded. They are downloadable.
Okay, when you show the first leg, fill the battery. Fill the battery. So reset. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Should we disconnect?
Any question?
That screwdriver is too big. That screwdriver is too big. You should use a small screwdriver for that thing. And you don't have to remove that.
Just move your smoke.
Just remove your smoke. Don't just